Hey guys, what's going on? Florida Bassin here. So I'm just gonna do it all around, a good bait caster for under $60. So a lot of people are, just used to using a spinning reel, which is very easy, compared to a bait caster for some people. And they just want to get to, a next step in bass fishing, which is acquiring a, bait caster. So, bait casters do have their advantages, over a spinning combo, either it's because you're fishing in heavier cover, so you need a little bit more backbone and higher pound test line, or you just want to try something different. Maybe you're not getting the good casting angle, or you're not acquiring the right technique with a spinning rod, whatever the case may be. So, you don't want to really though like spend $200 on a bait caster and figure out, what, I'm just gonna stick around with a spinning combo and just fool around. You don't really want to use it, or maybe you just don't like using it. You just figure might as well just use a spinning rod. So for under $60, you can get a good bait caster. I was having the same problem. I was fishing with just a spinning combo for a while, and I was like, you know what, I want to get a bait caster. I think it's time. I was fishing for I think 2 years, and I was like, finally, I was like, I think I'm ready. So I went out and I looked online, see what I can get for a good price. I didn't want to spend too much because I didn't know how it was gonna be. I heard it was hard on some videos. It was a little tricky, but whatever. I was like, screw it. Well, might as well do it. So I went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I saw this bait caster, the one I'm about to show you, for 50 bucks, and I was like, wow, this looks good. And I honestly couldn't find any other bait casters that don't look super cheap, so, and I read the reviews were bad, but I was like, and I saw some really good ones, and I was like, might as well just try it out and see how it goes. And it's been 3 years. I went through 2 bait casters, but listen, I was using this one. It's a Quantum Octane 100. I was using this one for a year and a half, and maybe 2 years, and finally after every single day the drag went out. So it wasn't like it snapped, or a bearing is broke, or even I don't know any other scenario. Just the drag went out. I mean, that is very important. So I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. The customer service was very good, and I was like, listen, I've been using this for a while. I actually still had my receipt. I was like, can I just get another one? I love it. And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I just wound up getting another one. So ever since then, I think it's been another 2 years, a year and a half again, I'm not sure. And I've been using it, no problem. I use it all the time. Favorite combo, and I could stand by it. Reviews, people hate it, say they used it for 5 minutes and snapped. I've used it for over a year. 3 years actually, if you want to count them all together, and never had a problem besides that drag issue. But besides that, very good combo. It's 50 bucks, and I can even get, I'm sure anyone can go online, get coupon for 10, 15, even 20% off certain orders or stuff like that. So that was no problem. And the only thing though I didn't like is you can only get it at Dick's Sporting Goods. So if you don't live near one, that's a little bit of a problem, but I'm sure you can just order it online. They'll ship it to you, but you might have to pay for shipping. So I don't know if you guys would like to do that or not, but honestly, I choose this over the Abu Garcia Black Max, without a doubt. I just feel like the Abu Garcia Black Max, it's right around the same price. It just feels super cheap, This one, you feel a little bit of quality in your hands. Quantum is a super good company. They make, very good rod and reels. And I want to make sure I was getting what I was paying for, which I clearly did. I'm just going to talk about some specs, So this is a 6:2-to-1 gear ratio reel. So it's not super fast and it's not super slow, so it's kind of in the middle. It's an overall pretty good gear ratio, I'd say. One more thing I forgot to say. When I was acquiring this, I found out a lot of the bait casters on the shelf were missing this little knob right here, so you better make sure you check that. But I think it was only because maybe some people took them, maybe they lost them, but a couple of them were missing. So I was at the cash register. I was looking at it, and I was like, wait a minute, it's missing a piece. So I had to go back, get another one. So that's just one thing, you know, a lot of people don't look at that, but just a heads up. Very easy. You just open right here, you slide down, and then you pull out, and you can access all, you know, your gears and all the bearings and stuff like that. Even your spool, you want to clean it out. I mean, I haven't really cleaned this thing out maybe once or twice, and it still runs super smooth. You know, occasionally once I've been getting all dirty and like the gears have been getting all dirty, I just put a little bit of lube. I clean it up. You know, make sure it's nice and smooth again, and I just keep using it. But yeah, reel's fantastic. You know, the rod. This is a 6'6" medium heavy action. Honestly, this feels like a medium action more than anything than a medium heavy. But you know, a lot of people don't like the rod. I saw reviews on it, but I love it. You know, it's a super light rod. So, you know, especially if you're going fishing for the whole day and you don't want a super heavy rod. Trust me, I've had super heavy rods and it's so uncomfortable. You know, this one fits comfortable in my hand. You know, I can palm the reel itself and just fish without a problem. It's not heavy, and you know, it has plenty of power. So, you know, it's very good rod. Everything is excellent. So for line, I've put braid on here, but I honestly think monofilament or fluorocarbon is a little bit easier on here. I don't know. I just don't feel like the reel feels right when I have braid on here. So I don't know. So I just leave mono on. I love mono anyway, so not a problem. This is 12-pound test. Mono, it's absolutely the best. You know, it's not super heavy, but you know, you can throw a nice variety of baits. I even like throwing smaller baits, like smaller jerk baits, you know, smaller jigs, smaller Texas rig baits, smaller poppers. That's what I had on. I was fishing with. I was actually fishing for some peacock bass, and I caught a couple. Fantastic. But yeah, you know, and it casts as far. You know, I can launch pretty small baits on here, even if you just gotta really mess around with the sensitivity and the gears and all that. But once you get everything dialed in really well, you know, you don't have a problem. The rod though, one quick note, it's a graphite rod. I'm just gonna make just so I can tell you guys, graphite rods is what I stick by. Honestly, I've had carbon fiber and all the other kinds. I never had a glass rod, so you know, don't count that. But everything else I've snapped. I had a couple other baitcasters. You know, even the brand, it doesn't matter what brand. I've never had good success. I've had Bass Pro, Abu Garcia, and a couple other companies I've tried out that had carbon fiber. You know, some rods just have like this part right here is graphite and the rest is carbon fiber. I do not like that. So graphite rods, super strong, durable. I love them. I never had problems with graphite rods. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. So if you guys, you know, didn't know if you guys should get this baitcaster or not, or just was wondering what to do, this one is an all-around amazing baitcaster. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Let me know if you want me to review any other products. Go check out my other videos and subscribe and like. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.